Hello, my name's Brendan Crook and welcome to the channel Panthevita. This is a channel which will be an informal one on nature, mysticism and spirituality. Panthevita incorporates or blends together pantheism, which is the belief in that the universe is divine and there's no transcendent God or gods. And it's blended with panvitalism, which is the feeling of that there's a force or a divine energy or an energy that permeates everything from stones to stars to clouds to water to everything in the universe. It can be both philosophical and spiritual, and in this channel will be dedicated to the spiritual side of things and like an experiential connection to nature. Also, I'd like to mention that I apologise about the noise, the road noise. I'm halfway up a hill, probably 3/4 of the way up a hill, which behind me looks like almost untouched natural bush. But in front of me there's paddocks and a main road which has cars and trucks going past, so I apologise for the noise. Also like to mention this book that I've written, which is called The Sublime Splendour of the Universe, and it's put out by Night Forest Press in Vancouver Island, Canada. And also I'd like to mention my website, which is www.panthevita.org, and I'd like to read you the introduction to this book, which is basically what this channel is all about. I'll be talking about a disconnection from nature in this culture and why I believe this culture is like it is, with its dysfunctionality and its disconnection to everything around it, and it's people trying to function in a world that's so disconnected from reality that we have all these issues that we currently have that are getting worse, and we're plundering the planet with no thought to the future of any other being, whether it be human or non-human. But I'll read you the introduction to this book, and it goes as follows. We live in a world of stories. These stories tell us how we are to live, how we are to interact with the world around us. These are the stories of our culture. Sadly, the stories that inform the world of civilization are poisonous, embedded with toxic beliefs of human superiority. They tell us we can plunder the natural world without consequences. One look around tells us this is obviously a flawed narrative, yet we continue on the path of destruction. The myth of human progress lies in the erroneous belief that this culture can continue indefinitely, and when confronted with obstacles, merely needs an adjustment to continue the march on its illusionary path to paradise. It doesn't, and it won't. It is, in fact, on a blinkered and blundering stagger to oblivion, and any adjustments are tied to the anthropocentric belief system that holds the culture in a psychological and spiritual stranglehold. Rather than acknowledge this and bring this estranged society back into accord with our biological selves, we are withdrawing further into an alienated cultural ego, furthering the disconnection. This book is about the other side of disconnection from nature. It is about reconnecting ourselves to the sacred and understanding that the path the dominant culture is on is one that robs us of dignity and the experience of natural beauty. This book is about honouring the spirit force or energy that drives the evolution of the universe, the miraculous and inspiring power that gives us our lives. It advocates living in biological balance with the earth as we once did, and which a few cultures still do. Finally, it's about falling in love once again with the natural world, our home. That introduction to the book is basically what this channel is about and what my website's about. I've got short stories in this book and essays, and on the website there's essays and videos and bits and pieces like that. is where I write all my feelings and ideas down. I hope you enjoy it. Like I say, it's not going to be anything formal. It's not a podcast. I don't have the technical know-how to do that, and I'd rather spend time writing than sitting here talking. If I appear to be out of breath, it's because I had to walk up a very steep hill to get here, but it's the only bit of natural bushland around that I can find, so I have a backdrop of beautiful trees and natural things rather than a road or a room. But I hope you enjoy it, and anyway, thank you for sticking this far with me. Bye bye.